Right beside this massive cliff is one of the most unique ponds ever. It's filled with some sort of algae that makes it look like grass, and being located right next to the river means that it contains a plethora of unknown species. The only issue is that nobody ever fishes here, not even the owner. So having gotten permission, it's going to be up to me to explore and maybe uncover a hidden gem. That's right, I'm actually wearing a life vest today. If you haven't figured out yet, I am on a solo fishing mission today. I go off to college very soon, so I gotta practice vlogging by myself because I'm not always gonna have a friend help me film. But before we get started, I have something very important to address. First off, wow, at the current time when I'm filming this video, we're sitting at 46,000 subscribers. And the support you guys have been showing on the last few videos have been mind-blowing. However, one person decided to leave this comment last video. I'll have you read it because I'm in a place with zero Wi-Fi, but I can definitely remember everything that this guy said. Narrowing down my audience, yes, that is very true, and I'm not going to try and deny it, because Jesus told his followers this. Now, the shoving a religion down people's throats thing, I don't really agree with. First off, let me ask you this. Why do you watch my videos? I would hope you wouldn't say it's because I'm a great fisherman and you love to see me catch giants, because truthfully, I catch dinks. No, the reason you watch me is for who I am. I would hope you guys genuinely enjoy my personality, and that being said, I gotta be who I am, right? See, there's this leaf right here. Society may want me to behave like a leaf, but I gotta be me, right? And being a servant of Christ means that I showcase that everywhere I go, even when I'm filming a fishing YouTube video. With all that being said, let's get to fishing. Big thank you to Outdoor Master for helping support this video today. They went ahead and sent me some nifty things to use today, that including sunglasses, a dry bag, an electric pump, and most importantly, today's watercraft of choice, a paddleboard. I'm genuinely so excited to actually have an electric pump, because if you saw my previous paddleboard videos, you would know that I always pump them by hand, and that is some tedious work. Whew. I know some of y'all are gonna say, Ryan, we just asked for the John boat back, and then now you're back here paddleboarding again. I know, I'm sorry, but at the same time, I love paddleboarding, so I'm not so sorry. I'll have these products linked in the description for you guys to check out if you're interested. I was able to demo this pump once, but basically you just put it into one of these cigarette lighters in your car. Wow, this is such luxury. I'm so happy. Press power, and there it goes. It's gonna start off very quietly, but I know from experience that these things can get really loud. To give you guys some background to why I decided to film today's video, I have fished this pond before, but you know, I never did it seriously. I was always fishing for giant slab bluegills and everything. But the one day I decided to fish it seriously, I brought some bass gear and I caught a 3-pounder. And then after that I'm trying to put myself as far as possible from the paddleboard because you guys wouldn't be able to hear me because of the pump. Slam a 3-pounder almost immediately. And after that, it was a sleigh fest. So I'm like, now I need to get serious because I only spent probably 2 hours of that day fishing. And as you guys will see in a second, this is no small pond. So there's a lot of places that these fish could be hanging. So that's why I'm gonna dedicate a whole entire day to finding out what giants really lurk in here. Because there could very well be a couple 10-pounders in here and just nobody would ever know unless you fish it. I'm very grateful that the owner is letting me fish here. But in return, he did ask for me to bring any fish I catch back to him. Let's just say we're gonna catch and release in some grease today. Water's looking pretty clear. And yeah, don't mind all the geese poop all around. I aspired to catch a 10-pounder today. Go ahead and dip the paddleboard in. See, solo fishing is always more difficult than if you have a friend with you. But it's also pretty enjoyable. You know, the challenge of just being alone. Ooh, seems like this board is pretty stable. Let me get my 2 bags on here. This camera, I hope I don't drop in the water. If I do, then yeah, I don't even have a warranty for it. Last step is to get my rods. Whew. Lord Jesus, help me not to fall in today. We're on. I'm gonna push us off. So, this is so relaxing. I hope this is a good angle for y'all. This dry bag is about to come in clutch, especially if I fall in. I'm gonna try and trust myself by keeping my camera on the deck. Now, because I don't really know what these fish are really keen on eating, I was thinking to myself, what are some baits that always catch fish? Immediately, I thought of a wacky rig and just some other soft plastic. But at Walmart, I saw something very interesting. They got these things called perfection lures, and apparently they just come pre-rigged. And as you can see, I'm on a paddleboard right now where I'm not super confident in my ability to do anything. Low-key kind of scared I'm gonna drop my phone too. So the last thing I really want to be doing is moving around a ton. So why not just get some lures that are already pre-rigged? In addition, they also have a Ned rig kit. So this is perfect. I can cover shallow water with this and fish deep with the Ned rig. Got my favorite wacky rig set up right here. I'm gonna go with a weedless hook. And this worm, y'all, already comes with an O-ring on it. Another reason that made me want to fish these today is the fact that these packs sell for $8 each. And as you know, that's a very premium price. I'm feeling it and it's already got it's got a lot of salt on it. What in the world? Kind of slippery too. Oh well, hope a fish will enjoy that. Look at that, it just flakes right off. I can season my eggs with this. Grab one of these Neds from this Ned kit. Oh, they're all falling out. Wow, they're slippery. I'll be using this very colorful combo today. Simple Palomar knot, and we are ready to go. We have a very interesting starting time to today. It's 1:22 in the afternoon, and the reason for that is because if you look around, it's super scummy. And because of this water is gonna heat up a lot slower than, you know, more of a clear one. So I feel like the higher the sun is, the more inclined these bass are actually gonna be to bite. Normally I like to take my shoes off for paddle boards, but this one's stable enough for me to leave them on. I'm actually gonna put my camera away because I don't trust myself. Should we get started right here, I guess? I'm gonna pick up this wacky rig and just start skipping it under, I guess. Whoa, that skips well. Whoa, did not expect that. An $8 pack of baits. I feel so bougie right now. There's 3 places in this pond I wanna fish today. The shallows, the fallen down trees, and the deep. Oh, somebody in the comments, please let me know, what is this green stuff and is it harmful? I guess I'll skip it in there. Oh, no, I'm snagged. No, on the weedless hook too. I think I see the problem. I literally cast it into 3 inches of water. All right, we're out. We got our expensive worm back. Let's go. Now that I really think of it, the consistency of this plastic reminds me of like Gary Yamamoto's, but like on another level of salt density, if you know what I'm talking about. This pond kind of stinks. I don't even know what that could be. Blech. It's so hard to know where to throw because this all looks the same. Come on, Shade, got anything for me? Oh, even though it's like 80 degrees right now, oh, it's hot. This sun is deadly. Can like a cloud please just cover up the sun for a bit? I'm gonna dangle in the shallows for a little bit longer and then I'm gonna move on to the 2 giant submerged trees that just have fish on them for days. I can't wait to find out how this paddleboard holds up fighting some fish. So this is what I like to call the bluegill cove. If you take a cast here with a beetle spin or anything, you'll get bit 100%. And maybe there's just some bass lurking here too. Come on, can I have a 40-pound bluegill? Please eat this wacky rig. This green pumpkin stands out really well in this water because it's actually clear, except it just has, I think this is duckweed? I don't know, but all of this is just messing this place up. All my camera equipment is just overheating right now because it is so blistering hot. I'm gonna chill in the shade, take my Ned rig. I just saw something bust over here. I'm just gonna cast it out and sit down and hope he eats it, I guess. As the day gets later, the bite's just gonna get better, so I'm not super worried right now if I can't catch anything. Oh, my Ned rig just nailed me. Right now I'm being a little lazy, not really moving that much, but I'm just trying to learn things about this pond that'll help me later on. Oh yeah, we got some cloud cover. Whew, praise God. We fished the shallows, but one thing I know about shallow water is that it gets really good for fishing as the sun starts to go down. So we'll go hit those later. Right now, while it's pretty much midday, I'm gonna start hitting these giant fallen trees. Big old tree. It's time I start fishing ya. Wait, is that fish? Bro, that feels like a fish, but I'm like going on a merry-go-round right now. Yeah, we got a stick. It's not as big as the one I caught earlier. Whew. All right, I'll see you later, buddy. Thanks for biting. I guess with you and I both just waiting for me to catch a fish, I can share with you guys a cool verse from today. It's from Galatians 6:9. I got these bracelets to help me memorize these. It says, "And let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we will reap, if we do not give up." Let's apply it to fishing, because that's something we can all relate to, right? Think about the first time you went fishing. Did someone take you out? Was it your father, your grandfather, your grandmother, your mother, a family friend? But in order for you to get to this point where you are right now, you're literally spending your free time watching me not catch that many fish at the moment, but somebody must have sacrificed some time and money to take you out fishing, right? So I want to challenge you. Obviously, I know some of y'all are probably like 12. Some of you guys are probably full-grown adults. Take someone fishing. Introduce them into this sport that we all very much enjoy, just being out in God's nature and slinging on these 15-pounders. And as the verse says, let's not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap. My dad took me fishing when I was very, very young, and I honestly didn't really have a care for it. But because of that, one day he did take me out bluegill fishing. Fast forward to now in the future, when I'm 19 years old, fishing is a big part of my life. And so you guys never know what could happen from you just being a nice person and showing kindness to people. Maybe you have a neighborhood kid who really just wants to go fishing but doesn't have the gear for it. Or you got that one classmate who just keeps on begging you to take him fishing. Do it, I feel like as a fisherman, you either have exceptional patience or you have no patience at all. On slow days, I can just find myself going for hours on end without a fish. But, I'm not gonna complain. But then again, I would like to be catching a lot of fish. One question I get asked a lot from y'all is, Ryan, how do I start a YouTube channel? I think it's quite obvious to say that I'm not the most experienced, I'm not the biggest fishing channel out there, but I would love to give you guys my 2 cents. First off, a big problem with many people that I see is they don't start one. How do you start a YouTube channel? Well, you gotta first start one, right? Grab anything you can record with, your phone, or if you can afford a GoPro, or even an iPad. And if you take a look at my first video, it was nothing fancy. It was like a 15-year-old me just grabbing a camera for the first time and trying to document his time on the water. But as you keep posting, you're gonna get better and you're gonna have a feel for what your style is. If you would have asked me, Ryan, do you think you would have a YouTube channel that more than 100 people would watch, every single time you post? I would laugh at you and I'd say, no way. But by the grace of God, now I have all of you guys and we're closing in on 50K. Kind of in the deep section now, so I'm gonna pick up my Ned rig. But now let's talk about content, right? YouTube fishing is super saturated. Everybody wants to do fishing YouTube. And I can definitely see why. You get a lot of free gear, you get paid for fishing, you get to travel all around and fish for a ton of bucket list fish. But with just about every single teenager who really likes fishing wanting to become a fishing YouTuber, you gotta make your content stand out. Some people can catch big fish, obviously not me. Others can film really crazy challenge videos, some fish tournaments. So find your style. And the best way to do that is to start posting your own videos. And I had a fish. There he is. No. There was a bass. Now I'm stuck. Inside this pack, it comes with 3 Ned heads, 6 Ned worms, and they are in a green pumpkin violet color. I can swim, but the reason I'm really hanging on to this life vest is I'm scared for like a boulder or something to just come loose and hit me in the head. Because then if I'm unconscious, I can't be swimming, right? So that's why, y'all, if you're fishing alone on the water, please, 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 wear a life vest. I know I don't set the greatest example all the time. It's pretty uncomfortable, but for the sake of your life, it's so worth it. Oh, the water temp is actually pretty cold, to be honest, guys. It might have the bass in a funk right now. As the day moves on, the water temp's just gonna heat up and then hopefully turn these fish on, because one way to test the durability of Senko is to see how many times you could skip it and it not fall apart. And so far, this, what's it called? Dudley's pre-rigged wacky, it's holding up. Wow, this has a fall fast rate because of all the salt in it. The goal of today, of course, is to catch fish, but we also need to just figure them out. Because I can go to many places I can list off the top of my head that I can go and throw a wacky rig and just have an amazing fish-filled day. I want you and I both to learn something from today. Learn what not to throw, what to throw, and these kind of weird quarry, I don't even know what to call it. Time check 2:41. I've been out here for a good 2 hours. Have only gotten one bite. Wait, is that what I think it is? Oh, guys, that's a massive dead largemouth bass. No, that's why it's so, bleh. Bro, what? That's like a 4-pounder. How did it die? It's obviously got a little munched up by some turtles and stuff, but I don't think that was the cause of death at all. Y'all, a little trick to teach you. If you are out fishing and you can't catch anything, the first thing that can happen is your mind loses the game. Even if you're like me and you've been on the water for 3 hours and haven't had a single solid bite yet, just keep committing to it. Don't stop. Oh, that's all I need. Just one fish and then like I'm completely satisfied. Well, if you ended up watching this all the way till the end, I guess I was at least right about one thing. Why do you watch my videos? I would hope you wouldn't say it's because I'm a great fisherman and you love to see me catch giants. Try and keep it as real as possible on my channel, even if it means fishing for 6 hours and not landing a single fish. We had so many bites today, but I just didn't capitalize on them. Today was an off day. I think what happened is for all the bites I did get, I had put it right in front of their face and then they would bite, but even then they would short strike it. I can go to bed extremely sad that I failed y'all and everything, but I'm gonna try and keep my head up and look on the bright side of how I was able to come out today and actually fish, because fishing is a luxury if you think about it. Not many people have the free time to be able to do this. And I think this is a really cool location that I just wanted to share with you guys. Please let me know if I should come back. And although we didn't get the results we wanted today, praise God for everything.